Bitcoin is still consolidating, but these are the last 24 hours before this major consolidation phase is once again going to be breaking out here. And this is most certainly going to cause more volatility on the Bitcoin markets. Also, I will be talking about all the most important Bitcoin charts and patterns that are telling us something about what is about to be happening next. I'm gonna be discussing the most important news from the last 24 hours. Of course, a deep dive in Bitcoin, and today I'm gonna be revealing a new big trade I am currently opening. And this trade I've currently set up here is a low risk trade with a grid trading bot that basically will be accumulating along the way down here. And whenever we're going to be going up, is going to be selling. I'm going to talk about this more here on today's update video. You can copy my strategy. It's going to be a very interesting one here. So don't forget to once again watch this video till the end here, because it's going to be a very important one here. So without any further ado, guys, don't forget to once again slap on that like button back above. 1,000 likes will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards today's update video. So first of all, on the 4-hourly time frame, we can see that Bitcoin is indeed creating somewhat of a big consolidation phase here. And really, on the 4-hourly time frame, we can start to see that we're creating a higher low again here. And clearly, if you're looking at these two levels, you can see that Bitcoin is getting somewhat of squeezed up here. And like I said in the intro of today's video, in the next 24 hours, we're going to be seeing a breakout of this major downward sloping resist line, which has been around for like about 8 days right now here. And every single time, like here, every single time, guys, we have seen this level getting retested. We've seen a rejection. And also on the lower side, every single time once we have been seeing a supportive touch, we bounce from it. And in the next 24 hours, we are going to be seeing finally a direction getting chosen for Bitcoin. And of course, if we break below the support line, we're most likely going to be seeing a further continuation lower. And if we, of course, break the trend line on the top side, we're going to see a big pusher higher. But ultimately, I do think that right now, if I'm zooming out here on Bitcoin, I really do think this is a great range of accumulation. And I have been thinking about the best strategy on how to trade Bitcoin right now here. And I mean, trading in the market has been extremely difficult and it has been a little bit more dangerous, but that is why I set up this grid trading bot here. And listen out here, because this is a very interesting strategy I want you to know about. I closed my previous bot in about $3,500 in profit, which was of course not all too bad here. And now I have set up this new grid trading bot here. And basically what this grid trading bot will do here is for me to absolutely win here. It's the Bitcoin long-term strategy. That is how I called the bot. And you can even copy my trading strategy as well here by using this link description of today's video. I will leave a link towards copying my bot here. And if you press on that link, you will literally copy my exact strategy. But basically what I have done here, I have set up multiple levels. And by clicking like copy the bot, we will instantly copy all these levels. Is that whenever Bitcoin is going to go lower, all the way down to $65,000 in that region, I will be accumulating bigger and bigger positions in my grid trading bot here. And whenever we are going higher, maybe already from now on, or if we first go lower and then go higher, I will be distributing my positions along the way up towards $110,000. And this is really the best way to do so. I mean, I am doing it with about $30,000 and I'm using some leverage as well here. So that way I am making sure that, of course, maximizing this trading strategy. I don't believe Bitcoin is necessarily going to go below $65,000. So along the way down, I'm going to be buying. Along the way up, I'm going to be, of course, selling my positions. And that is why I think this is the best way to trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies right now here. The market is very unpredictable. And let's say you're asleep, we are still accumulating our positions and still distributing them without needing to worry. So if you're interested in that, check it out, guys. You can copy my exact strategy from the exact numbers. You do, however, need at least $100 in your account here because, yeah, I have set up multiple orders. And for that, you just need a minimal of course, money in your account to be able to set up the orders. But yeah, if you have so, check out the second highest link description to copy this trading strategy. And yeah, if you write a sign up account using the link below anyways, you will get already a free $50 by signing up an account and completing KYC2 here. So yeah, if you do that, you only have to deposit like $50 to actually already make sure to use this strategy. So very interesting one. I definitely want you to check on. I mean, if I'm looking at Bitcoin, I mean, if we're going to be moving down here, we're probably going to see, of course, Bitcoin come down to $75,000. And if that happens, of course, I will be accumulating more in my position. And of course, if we go back towards the upside, I will be distributing my position as well here. So this is the strategy right now here. Bitcoin is still in a major consolidation phase. We're about to be entering the weekend. And yeah, we are creating a major bullish divergence right now here. So ultimately, I think the chances of Bitcoin really rebounding are quite high right here. I mean, yesterday also, we got some news from the White House again here. Trump stated that he wants to buy as much of Bitcoin as possible. And I mean, that is ultimately something very bullish. And also the United States of America is really the leader in the cryptocurrency space here, because they are holding the most Bitcoins of all countries out there. And Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is also currently holding about $1 to $5 million worth of Bitcoin, which is quite an interesting stat here. And yeah, yesterday we got some news here that Russia is apparently agreeing to a potential 30-day ceasefire in Ukraine here. And honestly, if this is going to be happening, it would be extremely bullish for markets, because no war is ultimately the best for the markets. And I mean, if we are looking right now at the CME Futures Watch tool, of course, in approximately 5 days, we will be having the next FOMC meeting. And yeah, it's going to be really important that we're going to be seeing the rates drop here. So yeah, on next meeting, I think I will be doing a live stream, because it's going to be very important what the tone is of Jerome Powell here. What will he be stating about the market? What are the things he is going to be saying about what is, of course, going to be happening next year? So very important upcoming meeting, and I will be, of course, closely paying attention towards that as well here. Further on, we are currently seeing that if I'm looking at the market, Bitcoin exactly bounced from the support box I drew a couple while ago. On the weekly time frame, we're still holding the major uptrend on the super trend indicator. If we break this, however, my thesis could swap around ever so slightly. And one thing I want to be stating is that currently we're seeing the biggest capitulation on the US spot ETF in history since ever it launched here. And I mean, if I'm going to be looking back at this here, every single time, I've stated this so many times here, every single time, whenever the US spot ETF flows capitulate, it usually tends to mark the bottom. And whenever we are seeing record inflows, like you can see also on these highs, it tends to be marking the top. So that is a very interesting thing and a very interesting metrics, what you could be also taking very seriously right now here. So indeed, we are seeing the US spot ETF going very negative right now here, but historically this has always marked the bottom. This has been indeed by far the biggest capitulation, and today once again another $130 million of outflows. Not so much as we saw previously around here, but still I want you to take this data very seriously, because this is apparently what has happened every single time so far in history. Further on, I want to be discussing some more interesting charts. I mean, currently what we are seeing is clearly that the M2 money supply here is starting to increase quite heavily again here. And of course, as more money is worldwide is going to be available, ultimately asset prices will be rising. And honestly, we've always seen that the price of Bitcoin has been highly correlated with the M2 money supply, and currently it's been heavily increasing, so it would make a lot of sense that Bitcoin is also going to be pushing a little bit higher here. So interesting stat here. Also, we're going to compare Bitcoin to gold here. We're seeing a similar correction like gold have seen in 2024, and now Bitcoin is doing exactly the same here. But ultimately, those were the biggest opportunities in the market. And yeah, to talk quickly about Ethereum, Ethereum is bleeding heavily, of course, sitting around $1,900 compared to Bitcoin has been absolutely bleeding. But of course, we do know Donald Trump owns more than $500 million worth of Ethereum. He is extremely bullish on it. He definitely knows something is coming. And the SEC acknowledges yesterday to basically, of course, get the next advancement for Ethereum, that, of course, the ETF issuers can start to stake their Ethereum. And honestly, if that is going to be coming through eventually, it's going to be ultimately super bullish here. So Ethereum, I really do think it is quite heavily oversold here. I have taken very big positions in that as well here. Soon I will actually also release my Ethereum strategy for the longer term here, because I do believe these longer term strategies are really the way to go in this current market where we're in here, where of course the risk is a little bit higher, but ultimately we still want to be benefiting from the volatility here. So guys, let me know if you want me to also set up a grid trading bot for Ethereum for you guys to copy. But anyways guys, this was it for me in today's update video. If you did learn something from it, and don't forget to slap that like button, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.